Do not know if any of you have seen the new Captain Marvel trailer. This is not my world. More of the Beckloff domain, world-class bullshitters domain, but I clicked on it out of morbid curiosity because I liked Infinity War. Infinity War was easily my favorite movie of the year. And my favorite movie the year before that was John Wick 2. John Wick 2 blew it out of the water, man. John Wick 2 was the tits. That I bought that when it came out. I didn't care what I paid for a DVD price. I was like, I want to own that. That is a great movie. But Infinity War was not as good as it, but amazing nonetheless. I can't wait for Infinity War 2 again. Then you see, like, hey, did you stay to the end? I'm like, yeah, I stayed to the end. And then people are disappearing, and then there's Samuel L. Jackson. He's got his pager. There's some kind of logo on it, and I didn't know what it meant. Now, some fat 55-year-old nerd knew what it was. Oh, Captain Marvel's coming out. I'm like, oh, okay, didn't pay attention. And then, because I kind of do listen to geek podcasts, I found out, oh, Captain Marvel and her group is going to come save the rest of the Avengers because this universe was not big enough. This universe, there's not enough for all of us in this universe. We need more people in this universe. It's way too small for us. We just need more. And I was going to give it a shot. I was going to say, okay, Marvel did a great job with this. They did a great job with Iron Man 1. 2 was 3 was horrible. That was an abomination. That was an abortion. May I have my balls back, please, Gwyneth Paltrow? Thank you. So I'm like, okay, let's see what this is. And immediately, the infrastructure is there. We always have to celebrate vagina. We can't celebrate the female actress doing a good acting job. We can't celebrate the special effects. We can't celebrate the movie. We can't celebrate the plot. We can't celebrate its entertainment. Immediately, it's vagina. And I'm trying to caution myself against that because, like, think about this. There was no buildup or warning or telepathing. There was no any feminism or politics associated with Ripley in Alien. It was Sigourney Weaver, Alien, ooh, spooky Alien. I think it's a highly overrated movie, according to the great one himself. He thinks it's the greatest movie ever. I'm not sharing that. Still haven't watched Dr. Strangelove, by the way. Got by 3 of you Hanyakers in the same week already ripping me because I haven't seen it. Anyway, there was no. It was just a gal. It was Ripley, Sigourney Weaver kicking ass, and then Aliens 2, great movie, way better than the first one. And so I wonder, like, now that everybody's been conditioned, when we watched the A-Team, we didn't say, oh, B.A. Baracus is black. It was like, dude, B.A. Baracus, Mr. T is awesome. He's a big badass dude with his chain. I pity the fool. There was no pretext. There was not like, okay, yeah, he's black. You see that. But you never like, oh, God, he's really cool. Now that we've been conditioned, K through college, now it's in the news all the time. Everything's about race and plumbing. You can't help but say, oh, is this going to be another feminist stunt? So I try to back that out. I try to say, okay, all right, nothing wrong with having female superheroes. That's fine. All right. And God, I did not want Infinity Wars to be ruined. I did not want it to be ruined because it was such a good movie. And I really want to know how they're going to get out of this one. And truthfully, I'm cheering on Thanos. Thanos did nothing wrong. He's a true economist. Like, we're going to die if we don't do this. Let's get rid of, we can get rid of the scumbags with the Infinity Gauntlet. And that's another academic discussion. But I was like, okay, I can't wait to see the sequel. And now that we see we got to introduce the new character. Not to mention Infinity Wars, the sequel, needs a lot of time to be filmed and built up. So now they're going to introduce the new character, Captain Marvel. It's a girl. Cappy's like, okay, I'm going to be trying to intellectually honest. I'm not going to judge. I'm gonna watch the trailer and be open-minded. I watch it. Oh my God. They shove it in your face. It is girl power It is just girl power. Now, thankfully for Marvel anyway, the likes and the reviews of the trailer is good so far. But even backing out, hey, I just want to see this trailer for what it is. It is just an advertisement and a hurrah for girls. They're walking down, and yeah, sure enough, they're flying F-16 fighter planes, and it's all female pilots, and there's a black woman. It's like, okay, all right, yeah, all right. And then she's a young girl, and she's got the power, and then she's got more power. It's just an advertisement for rah, you go girlism moxie. Roundhouse kicking chick hop, and I understand if you're a superhero, you're going to have that. But it was also when she's a little girl. They showed her so many times when she's a little girl, and there's all this display and highlighting of how much power she has. And then you look at it truly with unbiased eyes, like this is merely an advertisement for feminism. This is merely an advertisement for anything you can do, I can do better. And I hate to say it, I think the movie is not going to do that well. I think people have gotten their fill of rah sisterhood. I mean, go watch it. Go watch the trailer. I mean, the other trailers are going to come out. They even say it starts with her, and they put hero. Oh, I get it because it's a girl. Oh. And it doesn't look to be that good of a movie. It looks to be more of a propaganda piece. It looks to be more just the same old bullshit where you just can't make a goddamn movie that everyone's going to enjoy. Wonder Woman didn't do that. Wonder Woman was, I was not that impressed with it. It was too sappy for me. I know Beckloff thinks it's one of the greatest movies. He thinks it's the best movie that Marvel came out with. I just have no patience for romance, especially dragged out romance and over dramatic romance. I just have no patience for what happened, Captain. Someone break your heart? No, I never had a heart to begin with. I'm the first heartless human. I also have self-respect. I can't. It's like, dude, why do we throw all these romance plots? Can't we just go back to killing the Germans? But Wonder Woman was a good show. That was a good movie in the sense that it wasn't lecturing, it wasn't moralizing, it wasn't sermoning. And this could be, in the case of Captain Marvel, it could be that, again, Gen X cannot think of anything marketing and new except for gender politics and racial politics. So maybe they're thinking, oh, we're going to advertise and sell more ticket sales. We're going to get more girls into the seats if we advertise it. And then it turns out to be kind of like a Mad Max thing where actually it wasn't about feminism. They just advertised it as such. No, I still haven't seen the movie yet. And no, I still haven't seen Dr. Strangelove. But they're doing it again. They're advertising vagina. And if you're sick and tired of me pointing it out, I'm sick and tired of seeing it all the time. Even when I try to remove the goggles, hey, okay, let's see what this is about. And again, honestly, it doesn't look to be that good of the movie. The actress does, maybe she's always serious all the time. She didn't emote at all. She seemed a very boring superhero. I don't know anything about Captain Marvel or who she is. I guess it was a he at one time, but of course we have to switch that. She just seems really boring. The actress' face looks kind of boring. Nothing exciting she did. She was just getting power. That's all the time. Her fist would be full of power, and she'd be standing on a machine getting power, and she wouldn't say anything. Heck, more than I think about it, Samuel Jackson had more lines in the trailer than she did. But it doesn't look like a good movie. And fortunately, think about how much money they spent building up the Infinity War legacy lexicon, the series. And it was brilliant. We're gonna have a bunch of individual superhero movies, and then they're gonna all come together. Brilliant. Think of the billions, literally multiple billions of dollars worth of profit, and let's not mention trillions of human hours of entertainment and joy those movies have brought to it. It has been a total net profit. I'm afraid what they're going to run into now is what was it? Kathleen Kennedy did with Star Wars, with the last, not the last one. Solo was the last one, but the Last Jedi, where it was all weird and extra extract of vagina, and the retaliatory strike was no one went to see Solo, and people just hated it. That was the torpedo that ended. Think about how much value it wiped out. Think of it in terms of a bond or a stock that pays a regular dividend or a regular interest rate every year, interest amount every year. Star Wars was the movie that you would be guaranteed $1 billion in 1977 money. All right, so $2 billion, $1.5 billion over the course of its life. So every time you came out with Star Wars, you can barely screw this up. They did. They managed to screw it up, and now it's not a for sure thing that Star Wars is going to make $1 billion. How much in net present value did they just whack out of the Star Wars brand? Kathleen Kennedy took this asset that had multiple billions of dollars. I don't mean to bore you with how to do discounted cash flow or take an asset that generates a certain amount of cash flow every year and how to discount it into how do you value those cash flows today. But I do know Kathleen Kennedy and the social justice warriors and politics in general just hatcheted this shit, halved the value of the Star Wars brand. And now you look at all this effort and work that went into the Infinities Wars and this Marvel studio, this Marvel, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not lexicon. I mean, work of art, this volume of art that they and work, even more than Star Wars. I mean, how many Star Wars movies has there been? 9 real ones? And how many? You have Iron Man 3 right there, Captain America 2 right there, the Hulk, Ant-Man and Wasp, which I saw, by the way. Great movie, very fun, very lighthearted. Okay, maybe about the same amount of effort went into building up this legacy. But I have a feeling Captain Marvel, in part because it doesn't look like it's going to be that good of a movie, and in part because, God almighty, we haven't learned that using vagina to sell. Ocean's 8 anybody? Feminist Ghostbusters anyone? We're going to do it anyway. Because our politics is more important than profits or people's happiness. I have a fear that this is going to tank the Infinity War, the sequel to Infinity Wars. Because doesn't she come? Hang on. Let me double check. Hey, anyone in the chat room know? Is Infinity Wars that like Captain Marvel supposed to save them? I'll look it up here. Hang on. Comes up. How will Captain Marvel play into that wild Avengers Infinity War? Captain Marvel. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Captain Marvel. Boy, they put a lot onto this movie. They are playing with fire, man. They put all that money and investment into it, and they're going to play politics. Oh, man. Oh. They could hire Asshole Consulting. All right. What else we got in the chat room here?